Exiles all around this mad world. The two best way to equip yourself because bosses are cheapskates. That is what I show you right away in this video. Here we go. My exiled friends, Sagittarian here, and today I will show you the two best way to equip yourself. And just before we start, I remember you can check my last video about 20 best tips to master your journey in Path of Exile 2. Okay, so there is two efficient ways to gear yourself in this game, and I will show you this right now. The first one is to check vendor each time you level up, and the second one is the craft. And like many things in this game, the crafting is rather poorly explained. I will show you and explain all this to you in the simplest and the most concise way possible. There is different vendor in the town, and each time you level up, they change their offering. That is the first way to have a good gear. As you can see here, it's not that bad. It's really not that bad. There is a gold one, it's a rare two-hand mass because white is normal, blue is magic, yellow is rare, and a brown or orange is unique. You have to think to check the vendor each time you are leveling up, and each time you reach another level they change their offering. So you have to keep this in mind. There is the first good thing to gear your character, and the second one is the craft. The craft is poorly explained. I don't know about you, but for me craft in other RPG is about collecting, farming materials, resources to assemble weapon or armor. And we know what we are crafting from the start. We know the stat of the item that we are crafting. But in Path of Exile, this is another story. It all starts with a white or blue item. And to find a blue or rare item, you have only two ways. The first one is to kill monsters, or you can check here, you got nice white item or nice blue item, which you want. I will just kill some monster to drop, for example, a good white item with a nice base of stats that I want. And actually with the craft I crafted this amazing mace, and I think weapon is the first thing to craft or to check if a vendor got one, because it will help you a lot to deal a big damage. It depends about your class, but for my warrior, or if you play also mercenary, you'll have to craft a good crossbow. And here for my warrior I crafted this amazing mace with physical damage, fire damage, critical damage, and another great stat as increase attack speed or plus 2 level of all melee skill. And this character I really ride on the game. I don't have any difficulty against the different monster. I don't have any difficulty against the bosses. I just melt the monsters. This is so strong. And my build is a Bone Shatter Warrior, and it will be my next video. It will be about the Warrior, and this is the starter build. Bone Breaker variant to play Warrior before you get your first Ascendancy. Alright, so this is interesting because there is a steel plate here with a good amount of armor, so it's a nice white item with a good base. I want armor, and there is a crossbow with a socket. It's really great for the decrafting bench. Alright, so we're back in town, and I really recommend you to buy this currency stash tab, because this is really practical. You can put all your device here and come back later to craft your item. Okay, so this crossbow is good for the salvage bench, and we got a nice white item, and I just bought to the vendor those good boots with a good stat to a magic item, because we got plus 55 to armor and plus 12 to strength. And now this is the crafting system of PoE 2. We got the different herbs here, we got different materials as armor, scrap to improve the quality of your armor, and the artificer's herbs. You had a rune socket to a martial weapon or an armor. You got another runes to fill your socket into your weapon or your armor. And by disenchanting different quality of item, you will acquire Artificer's Shard or Transmutation Shards or even Regal Shards. And let's return to what interests us, namely the orbs. So, Orb of Transmutation can upgrade a normal item to a magic item. This is interesting for our steel plate. With the Orb of Augmentation, I will add another modifier, a new random modifier. This is the base of the Path of Exile 2 crafting system, and unlike the other RPG crafting system, there is a random part. You can have an alchemy orb that upgrade a normal item to a rare item with 4 modifiers. You can have a regal orb upgrade a magic item to a rare item, adding 1 modifier. You can remove a modifier and add another modifier with a new random modifier. You can augment a rare item with a new random modifier with an Exiled orb, for example. So if you got alchemy orb, you can upgrade this normal item to a rare item with 4 modifier, but I don't have it. Another things to note, just look the drawings, the icon. It's well thought because you can see here normal turn to blue, blue turn to 2 blue, so there is 2 modifier. This adding a modifier, so there is you had normal to yellow with an alchemy orb, magic to yellow, as you can see here. This blue head become a yellow head, and the magic item will be upgraded to a rare item. Chaos orb, even the drawing how the icon is pretty explicit. Remove and change modifier, and here the Exalted orb will add a new random modifier. Alright, so I will upgrade my steel plate. Magical one, lightning resistance. Lightning resistance is pretty okay, pretty good stat. Okay, I will add another with the knob of augmentation hammer. So this is a good plate, and I will upgrade this one to a rare item with modifier, hammer, lightning resistance, and reduced attribute requirement. It's not amazing, but it's still pretty good plate for my character. I can augment this new one with a new modifier. Physical taunt damage is not what I want, but anyway, it's just for show you. I can remove with my Chaos Orb modifier to add a new one. And now got this type of steel plate, so this is really not that bad. Really good amount of armor and lightning resistance. It's pretty good. Okay, now the same thing with the magical one, so we will use regular orb. I don't have many herbs left, but anyway, I will upgrade these magical boots to a rare boots. Armor, maximum mana, strength, those are great boots. I can augment again those boots with an Exiled orb by adding a new modifier with 14 to stun threshold. I would prefer movement speed, but those boots are also good. I will put in the guild stash for my mates if they want. They are pretty good. And as you can see here, just by checking vendors when they're offering changes to get a good gear, as you can see here, there is some yellow plates, and sometimes there is juicy items. I create this amazing mace, physical damage, fire damage, accuracy, critical, increase attack speed, +2 of all melee skill. Or I bought this really good Marrakech cuirass that increase armor plus maximum life plus 31 spirit. Spirit is really great to add support gem on your spirit gem or to get another spirit gem on your build, and a little of cold resistance. I found also this one-hand mace to the vendor, which is really great because we got physical damage, more physical damage, a bit of cold damage, and strengths that give us more life. So this is great. To finish, I will give you 2 more advices. The first one is to check the loot on the mobs, on your enemies, because sometimes you can have a good white item or even a good blue item, and you will have to collect also with your loot all those stocked items to salvage them on the salvage bench, and you will have Artificer's Shards. And my last advice is don't hesitate to use your orbs, because if you don't have many at the start, you will have more and more later. Alright, my exiled friend, in this video we see that the crafting system with Path of Exile is really different from other RPGs, and sometimes bosses will give you a good loot also, but there is 2 efficient way to gear your character and obtain a good equipment with a good quality. The first one is to check vendor if they got good items, and the second one is the craft. I hope you like this video. You are free to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want to help me, and you can put a like and drop a comment down below. I will answer to all your comments. You can also come and say hi on my Twitch channel. It will be a pleasure. It was Sagittarian. Thanks for following me, and we'll meet very soon in Reclast.